Hello everybody and welcome back to another adventure challenge video. It's been a little while since we've actually done this, but we're actually self-isolating at the minute, yes. So no better time than to do another one.
I did have to flick through the whole book to find ones where we didn't have to go to a shop or go outside or anything like that.
Yeah, obviously it's adventure challenge. A lot of these aren't in the house, but a few are, and we've managed to find one that we'd be able to do. Or we think so anyway, from the clues and whatnot it's given us. So let's get straight into it, and if you do like it, hit thumbs up and smash the subscribe down below. So we're in the I'm Crazy About You section of the book, and we're going to choose this one, which is Speak My Language. It says it's free to do any time of the day, and it takes about an hour. And then this one...
That means inside.
Inside, but is that also at home?
No,
or just inside?
If it's like filled in and it's a black house, that means it's at home, but that one just means it's inside.
There you go, scratch off them. Scratch and do. Oh, that's a lot of writing. Voila! Do you want to read it out?
Okay, so go online and both of you take the 5 love languages test. Write your partner's love language on a piece of paper and ask them 2 to 3 ways you can love them in their language. Write the answers down on the paper and then put that piece of paper on your bathroom mirror. Collaboratively plan a date that focuses on these love languages. Complete the planned date within 1 week. I'm really confused.
You look so confused.
I don't understand.
You look so
can I have
confused
an extra
then.
explanation?
Oh, it was your face when I turned the camera around. The confusion. I'm also confused. Right, so you have to go online, and apparently there's a 5 love language test. So Ree's going to get the laptop and Google that. Then we got to write your partner's love language. So I'm assuming it will give you that from doing this test on a piece of paper, and ask them 2 to 3 ways you can love them in their language. What does it mean, you can love them?
I think so when it says your love language, that's like the ways that you like being appreciated.
I seem really short right now.
The way you like being loved, I think. I don't know. So
that's weird.
Yeah, I really don't know. I'm going to have to look.
I have no idea.
Making it up.
Yeah, and then, I mean, from that, we've got to write the answers on a paper. Then, I don't know why you put it on your bathroom mirror. That's a bit random. But then we have to plan a date around those and complete it within a week. So that date might not happen today.
We might be able to plan it so we can do it today, though.
Yeah, we'll see what we can plan. But we're going to, quickly get the laptop up, Google whatever this language test thing is, and then hopefully give it a go. Oh. So now we're on the website, it does kind of make a little bit more sense. So
we're not speaking French, Italian, German, English.
I fully thought it was something to do with actual different languages, and I was just like, how does that work? But yeah, right, if you scroll down slightly, so it's actually like 5, it's the 5 love languages, okay?
So 5 ways you like being loved, basically. We clicked on the, obviously, the romantic relationship one. There is one which is for family and friends and blah blah blah. But
yeah, so apparently everyone has these basically. Some doctors figured all this out. So you got acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time. Scroll over, you got words of affirmation and physical touch.
So it was basically some marriage counsellor went through loads of his notes because he realised that everyone was having the same problems, and that it all fitted into these 5 categories, and every person is more strongly one of them than the others. So
we're about to take the test, and hopefully it will then tell us what one we are. Or
so I think we
don't know
have
if
to
it's
take
just one
it
or more than one.
Don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can get your laptop, and then we'll both do it quickly.
Yeah, sweet. We'll quickly do this, and then we'll show you our results in just a second. Right, so I've just finished my test, and these are my results. So I've got 27% on acts of service, which no, it's not really being my slave, as much as I would love that.
As much as I pretty much am.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to say. Words of affirmation, 23%. So that's sort of if they're oh, I'm proud of you, love you, blah, 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 just sort of encouraging words and things. Receiving gifts, 23%.
What does the prize?
I do like receiving gifts, I must say. Quality time, 17%. And physical touch, 10%. Don't think I need to explain those ones. But it doesn't mean physical touch as in that.
Yeah, it's not it actually doesn't, in any of them, I think there was only one question it actually referred to intimacy. Yeah. So mine was 29% quality time, 26% words of affirmation, 23% physical touch, 13% receiving gifts, and 10% acts of service. So his top one was my bottom one.
Yeah.
And I just apparently I like spending time with
But then that's probably a good thing.
Mm.
Like, if they were exactly the same, I'd find that really weird.
Yeah, I don't think
because it's how you
well, because they say
like
opposites
it.
Attract as well.
Yeah. Like Beauty and the Beast.
And to be fair, your second to bottom one is my top one.
Yeah, it's a healthy split.
Yeah, and I think it's quite funny that your receiving gifts is obviously quite high, and I like giving gifts.
Yeah. Even before we were together, you would buy me stuff just randomly.
Yeah, I've always done it. I've always just and there won't be a necessary reason, and it's not even just Alex. Friends and that as well. I'm the same. I will just see something and I'm like, oh, they'll really like that, and I'll get it. That's why I'm always poor.
Yeah. Right. So this doesn't save properly apparently. So I've taken a picture of this, and then underneath just gives you a bit of information about each love language, and Reed's just taking pictures of that. But now, I believe we supposedly have to stick it on the mirror, write it down and stick it on the mirror.
Write your partner's love language on a piece of paper and ask them 2 to 3 ways that you can love them in their language. Write their answers on that piece of paper and put it on your bathroom mirror. I don't really get that bit.
I don't get the whole put it on the mirror thing.
I think that's kind of just have it on display so you can then look at it together.
Yeah, I get the whole asking questions and things like that, because now essentially you have to ask me ways.
So you have to give me 2 to 3 ways you would most like to be loved, and then the same, and then we use those 6 things to plan a date.
Okay.
That benefits both of us.
Okay. I'm gonna pop the camera on the table and then we'll
have a discussion.
We'll try and answer that, yeah. So, I don't know who wants to start, but Reed's writing this down, by the way.
With my penguin pen.
Yeah. So, I think it's just 3 ways you'd want to be loved. It's quite weird, because mine are, fairly evenly split, really, apart from, the last couple dropped down, but, apart from that, it's very even. I mean, if we just go by our top things, acts of service, so it would be, just offering to do things sort of out of nowhere.
Yeah. So it says about easing the burden of responsibilities.
So if I have 5 jobs I need to do, and you have to do 2 of them.
So it'd be
to ease it on me, basically.
Us knowing that you've got to I don't know, clean your coffee station. And me saying, I'll do it for you. You'd probably be no, because you'll break my machine. To an extent, I could do that.
You couldn't take it apart, but you could wipe it and things like that.
I can clean the side and that.
So just a random act of service.
So just a surprise,
just out of the blue, I'll do that for you, kind of thing.
Out of.
But it could literally be anything. I mean, it could literally be as simple. I could be sat up in the spare room where we've now got a desk because we've been changing the house about. And if you want to see more about that, there's a link down below for that video. Yeah. That was a good plug on there. That was a good plug. So if I'm upstairs on my in my little new spaceship, and I'm I'm gonna go get a drink and some food or something, you could be like, oh, don't worry, I'll get that for you. That works, doesn't it? That's the act of service. Anyway, then words of affirmation. So that's just I mean, I love you. You say that all the time anyway, so it's
all the time.
So all the time.
All the time.
So I'd probably just say it has to be different to that. But I don't know what.
I guess
I don't know.
I know what, this might sound a bit cheesy, you might think this is a bit much, but you know, when some people will say 10 things that I like about you, I love about you, whatever. I could do that, and because words of affirmation is the second one of mine as well, so we could both
maybe 5
come up. We'll 10. Come up with 5 5. Do you not love me that much?
I don't know that many words.
But we could come up with a list of 5 things that we love, appreciate about the other person.
Yeah, alright.
Because that's my second one as well, so that's one for me.
We'll put that on both of us then. We'll do that. This next one. I feel like this one would have been higher, I'm not going to lie, which is receiving gifts. Because everyone loves getting a gift, but like, I don't know, because I mean, we buy each other stuff, but like...
We always go halves on
yeah.
pretty much everything in like...
We don't...
If we're buying stuff for the house,
that
we're buying
much
food,
really,
whatever,
like,
going
out of the blue be like... I don't know, like, you wouldn't really like turn up and be like, oh, I bought you this game, and I wouldn't come in and be like, oh...
No. I think when we were first together, we were more
Disney
like
years.
that.
Yeah.
But like now, because we... I think because we've been together so long, like, it's more like we're together all of the time. If we want stuff, people, like, we know about it and we've either got it or we know and we've planned to get it together, like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
I think
not as
part
easy
of it
to
as well
surprise.
is I'm very much like if I find something, I'm like, oh, I really want to get that. I don't really wait, and I'll just get it.
Yeah.
Which, not obviously not everyone can do.
There's one thing, like, because it came up on my Facebook memories. Do you remember when, like, I literally was just like having a really bad day at work, and like you picked me up and I had a bag full of, and you bought me a bottle of my favourite like flavoured vodka.
Oh, is that when I got the Skittles as well?
Some Skittles and like a
bottle
cute little
thing.
jar
Yeah.
of my favourite chocolate, and it was just like completely random, like just to cheer me up. And like you've done that a few times. You haven't done that in a long time, but like you have done that before, like when you bought me my Bring Me the Horizon vinyl, my Winnie the Pooh book that I wanted, like met me from work for lunch and just had these because I was having a really bad anxious day.
I remember that, yeah. Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really know, like, obviously it doesn't have to be like a physical buy a gift. Do you know what I mean? Like, gifts aren't things you just buy.
Yeah.
It could be, and like, you could make something. You're obviously very Etsy. You love Etsy. Link down below.
Well, I could, like, because obviously I've got loads of stuff. I could make you something to go up in your spaceship.
Maybe.
That sounds really weird.
Maybe, but then like I very much like. I'm very I don't know what the word is. I love stuff really modern. Whereas like, if you make
we
something
bought that
like
photo
I don't know.
frame.
Yeah.
So it's like a big multi-photo frame, like the one, well, you can't even see it, the one up on the wall behind us. And I could, because I was thinking, like, because it's not in the family room, it's in like our little room, I could choose and print out a load of photos of us two to put up, because that's going up on the wall in there.
Is that classed as a gift?
I don't know.
I wouldn't class that as a gift, because that's something we were going to do anyway. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, like a gift, I don't know, some sort of like gift surprise. It doesn't have to be something to buy. Obviously, money doesn't buy happiness.
So I just need to surprise you with some sort of...
I guess.
It could be that I like
apparently
make you like a sandwich or something.
No, because that's acts of service.
Oh yeah.
But you can do that as acts of service if you want. It sounds good. I don't know. Just put like gifts and just make something up as we go.
Okay.
So for your one, what were your?
So my top one was quality time.
So that's just like when we watch films and stuff, like sort of like trying to like stay off like the phones.
I
like,
think
just
spending.
chill.
So I think it should. I think personally, it'd be like minimum of an hour with no phones, with each other.
Yeah, which we can't. Obviously, easy to do with a film. Films are
Yeah.
over 2 hours most of the time, but I think like.
But you're not
we
talking
do that a lot.
as well.
So
Like,
we should do something like baking something.
yeah, something like that. Minimum 1 hour, no phones, doing an activity.
No phones / camera, I reckon, because
Yeah, no
then
phones
it is
/ camera.
quality time. Sorry, guys.
Doing an activity
Sorry.
like baking or some sort of art thing or whatever.
And your other one's physical touch.
Massage. It said something about a back massage, and I never ever get them myself. I always give them to you, and you get
What?
back scratches in bed.
I haven't had a massage in ages.
But you get back scratches in bed all of the time, and I never do. He's realised he can't even argue that one.
It says on there, pats on the back. Done. Good job, really good job. Oh, that's good. Alright, we'll just put like a few examples down so I don't forget. we've got to try and make this into like a date night, haven't we?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
Or date day, I don't know.
A date of some kind.
Do you know what I'm thinking? Is we're actually going away to London in a couple days.
Exciting times. Vlogs incoming.
In one of the evenings there, we could actually do this, potentially. Because, like, acts of service, you could do that anywhere. Words of affirmation, anywhere. Gifts, London is obviously better than here getting gifts. There's like 2 shops in our village, and they're both supermarket things. Well, they are, aren't they? Tesco and...
Supermarket is like huge.
Well, it's like a... Like, I mean, it's like a grocery shop.
Yeah, it's a food shop.
Yeah, like it's... Yeah. Then what was your physical touch? Obviously, like, these things you can do anywhere, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like, we could actually... Maybe we'd do that in London. And we are going to be vlogging the London trip. So,
we've got a few things booked and planned.
Yeah, I got a surprise for Ree.
Yeah,
we're going up there for her birthday. Yeah, her birthday's a little bit later, but we had to get the week before booked. We won't say too much now, but yeah, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe. God, I'm plugging it today.
So, I guess if we're doing it in London, like, I could plan something that I'm going to do out of the blue that benefits you.
Yeah, I think now is like, so Reese like wrote it down on a bit of paper. I reckon we can have this. I'll just take a picture of it so I have it as well. And we plan, that's the one, each other's thing, and then we'll like talk together and be like, so I've come up with this, and you're like, I've come up with this, and then you might have to jiggle it around a little and then
because we already have like a rough like timetable schedule for London, so and we've got a few slots we'll be able to slots we can slot something into. Slot.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
So we'll be back in a minute.
Right, so I think we've kind of got a little bit of a plan going. We've kind of worked it so it's just integrated with like our London trip, rather than like dedicating like one big time slot. It's just kind of been in sort of parts of it.
Yeah.
Ree has suggested she wants to make me like a goodie bag sort of thing for like the train journey. So it'd just be like snacks.
That would kind of be like a half gift, half like act of service, because it will keep him going throughout the train journey. And, you know, yeah, I'm buying stuff for him.
Yeah, and then when we're on the train, we're going to do tell each other 5 things. The gift is, it's just, if Ree sees something, she might get it. If I see something...
Yeah, so it's either going to be like, he might see something that he really wants but doesn't really want to spend money on it, and I'll be like, okay, well, I'll get it for you. Or I'll see something that I think, oh, actually, he's really going to like that, and I'll sneak off and buy it. But I've set like a limit of £20, because... Yeah, it doesn't need to be crazy. Yeah.
Then on the Friday, we potentially might check out later. We can pay for late checkout. And we might go to one of the museums, like the Natural History Science Museum. Maybe both.
Maybe both, they are.
As the sort of like time away from the phone.
Yeah,
like, so quality time.
Unfortunately for you guys, we won't vlog that if we go, because that is for us, so we can actually do some proper learning and spend some time together, like learning stuff and having fun. There's always loads of fun activities and stuff to do in there, and we haven't been for a few years. When we did go, we went with a big group of friends and just kind of whizzed around it.
Yeah, we didn't look at too much there.
So it would be really nice to actually learn stuff, and it's another free thing, which you know,
it's really good and free, and it should be pretty cool as well. Might be quite busy, but
again, that won't matter because we're not vlogging.
Yeah. And then, obviously, like, in the book, you have to put, like, a Polaroid picture, which, if you've seen the other video, we do have the Polaroid camera to go with this.
Yeah.
So we're probably just going to get, like, a picture on, like, the train up there sort of thing, because then, like, you can see it's on, like, we're on a trip somewhere, like, we're on a train, and, like,
Because I think the other... what we could do is like we could take a picture with our like lists of our 5 things like next to each other. We could write them out, and because I think otherwise we'll have to try and take the Polaroid with us to the museum, and then that would just be a pain. Oh, and the last thing is obviously Alex owes me a massage, so he can do that one night in the hotel room.
Apparently, yeah, or some sort of physical like touch. So, oh, massage, yeah, no worries, yeah, done.
Not quite the same effect.
Yeah. Guys.
So I guess that's probably like going to be the end of this vlog.
Yeah, it's just a little bit weird because we're just telling you what we're going to do, and we're not actually doing it. We didn't expect that because we don't know what these challenges are like.
But I think it's probably quite cool because you guys will now know that this love calculator thing, language thing is a thing.
Calculator.
And you guys could do the same thing. So you could plan this, you could pick 3 things that fits your languages and go for it. There is ones on there for like family and friends as well, so if you're not in a romantic relationship there are other options. But I think it's been really fun. It's given us a couple of extra things to do whilst we're in London. Well, I think it's just a couple of little things that's going to make our trip better and nicer anyway. Yeah,
like it's pretty jam-packed with the stuff we're going to be doing, so definitely like, what was I going to say? Definitely subscribe and that, like, so you don't miss it, because I think this trip's been really good. Like obviously, like I said, we've got the surprise for Ree. We've got a few things booked that obviously we already know about, and now we've got this. Like we're just like adding on to like just the little bits of time we do have. We're going to be seeing a couple of friends when we're up there.
Can you guess who?
Who do YouTube as well. I'm not going to say their name, but their channel will be in the link below with all the video plugs that we've given. So click on all of those and you'll find out. But yeah, I think that's going to be the end of today's video then, isn't it?
So.
I guess, sorry we haven't actually done the challenge. We kind of have. We've half done it. And the rest is going to be in our London vlog. So you almost have to stay for the ride now.
What a shame.
Yeah. So
you want to know what Alex's gift is? You're going to have to keep watching.
So if you want to see the next part of Speak My Language from the Adventure Challenge book. Oh, I just hit myself in the throat. This is couples edition, by the way. You can get family edition as well.
Single edition.
Or single edition, yeah.
So
well, for those people that ride solo, Jason Derulo. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Hit thumbs up, smash subscribe down below. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah. Ding dong.
Dingy dongy dong.
Oh, got itchy forehead. I need water.